On this week's episode of Rams'S Hoosier Pawn.
I'm Jeff. I brought in today a National Homes truck to be sold, and I was hoping to get 500 out of it today.
Now whatever you get out of this is going to be your race for the year, so
Okay.
you better pull well.
And I did not win. So no raise. Aw,
No
nuts.
Christmas presents for the kids this year, I guess.
I guess not.
What do you have with you today?
Well, we have some bronze statues here, mostly of warriors.
Got an item that belonged to my grandfather. It's got an autograph from Abraham Lincoln's granddaughter. Just thought I'd stop into Rams'S today and have them check it out for me.
This is Randy Ramsey, and this is his pawn store. He works here with his wife Melanie, sons Corey and Chad, and daughter Amanda. Many items here have a unique story. And after 25 years in the business, he's learned that you never know what's coming through the door next. This is Rams'S Hoosier Pawn.
From one day to the next, you just never know what's going to walk through. We get a fair amount of railroad-related items. We just recently got in a couple lanterns. It's unusual to get them with the red globe.
Yeah, this one was Wabash, and this one was an L&N.
And then we also got a grouping of hats and shirts. Where are those from?
This grouping here came in from the 70s, so they're going to be a little bit newer than the lanterns are. This is Norfolk and Western Railroad, so N&W, and that would have been what would have come after Wabash. And then you've got the one of the caps was maintenance of way employees, all to do with the railroad. Set of gloves, and we had the keys, switch keys.
And a collectible knife and belt buckle.
Yeah, and then we had the pin come in, the Wise Owl Club, and again, that was a connected Norfolk and Western Railroad pin.
I think in the back we have this huge box full of all kinds of paper-related items pertaining to railroad.
If you're a railroad collector and would like to buy or sell, just come into Rams'S. We have a lot of stuff here that you can choose from, and we definitely would be interested in buying some of your items.
Hi, I'm Wayne, and I came into Rams'S today to bring in some bronze statues that I wanted to sell because I'm downsizing, and I've heard that he always gives good prices, so that's why I came.
Welcome to Rams'S. What do you have with you today?
Well, we have some bronze statues here, mostly of warriors. One victory pose, and the other one's supposed to be an angel.
Yep.
And the more detailed that they are, the more valuable they're worth.
I recall one time going to an auction up in northern Indiana. They had about 100 bronzes, and I asked him, I said, how can you tell if they're old or not? And they said, well, buy it as if it's not old, and if you get an old one, you're ahead. So bronzes are something that they have reproduced and restruck, and some they do have permission from Remingtons and various ones to redo. But these are very eye-appealing and very neat.
Yeah, we've had some ones come in from, remember the one that was the cowboy that was lassoing, I think it was Winchester. There's a
Right.
lot of different companies that put the things out. We've actually at our old location, we had a big grouping come in at one point, and so we've had some stuff there, and then at this new location as well. So.
One time we bought a group of, I don't know, about 10, and they were all copies of hood ornaments put out by Franklin Mint in original sizes. So my son was younger at that time, and I told him, we're going to go up to Auburn, Indiana, to the Auburn Court Duesenberg, and I said, if you carry this box until we sell them, I'll give you $50. And the first dealer bought them all.
Yeah, so I carried them about 45 feet, and I got paid. I was like, yeah.
But these are very neat. Are you thinking about selling them or getting a loan on them?
Yes, I'm downsizing.
Okay.
And need to get rid of quite a few statues that I've had collected over the years. Mm-hmm. I do know that most of these are repos.
Okay.
Yep.
So I can give you that. But the one like this one and this one would be the most valuable because of the detail in their clothing, etc.
Did you have a price in mind?
No, I
Okay.
just want a fair price.
I guess as I think it through, I've seen smaller ones sell for instance, some of our local companies have had some smaller ones as low as 100 and a quarter, and then I've seen bigger ones go in the, at higher levels. I guess I guess a figure that I've got in my mind would be 500.
Sounds good to me.
Is that going to work for you?
It's going to work.
Well, I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
And we'll have,
Have a good
Corey.
day.
We'll have Corey write you up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Ramsey's Hoosier Pawn. This is Randy Ramsey, and this is Ramsey's Emporium. He works here with his wife Melanie and his daughter Amanda. You never know what's coming through the door next.
Turn of the century 14-karat white gold filigree diamond and sapphire bracelet.
A lady's antique bracelet with rose-cut diamonds.
A beautiful freshwater pearl necklace.
If you're looking for one-of-a-kind items, go to Ramsey's on North Farabee Drive in Lafayette.
You never know what's going to come through the door next at Ramsey's Emporium.
So what did we have this time?
We had 24 Carson City silver dollars come through the door at one time.
From the same person?
From the same person.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, you get some of the regular ones, but we actually had a couple of the deep mirror proof-like ones come through as well. So there's Carson City, one of the smaller mints. It's designated here with the CC. There's also Denver, Philadelphia, San Francisco, and New Orleans. So because Carson City was one of the smallest mints, it's really unheard of to have this many coins come in at one time. The value on these range from $200 to $700, so it's really awesome to have these come in all at one time.
My name is Steven, and I brought in a 1930s nickel slot machine to the Ramsey's Antique Emporium this afternoon. And it's a rare item, and I hope to get $800 out of it.
Welcome to Ramsey's.
Hello.
What did you bring us in today?
A 1930s nickel slot machine.
All right, great. Yeah, when I saw it coming in, I sort of thought it would be in that late 20s, so we're not far off. Are you thinking you want to sell it?
I'd like to sell it, please.
We've had a few of these in the store, haven't we?
Yes, we have. They're fun.
Yeah, we've had some pennies and a couple nickels in, so this won't be our first one in. Did you have any idea what you were thinking you wanted to try to get out of it?
Well, I had hoped maybe $800.
$8, okay. And you know it's functioning?
It is functioning and all original.
Okay, great. Well, I'll probably have my sister try it out. Let's see if I got a couple nickels in my pocket. Now, whatever you get out of this is going to be your raise for the year, so you better pull well. We'll get this checked out here.
Fingers crossed. All right. And I did not win. So no raise. Oh,
No
nuts.
Christmas presents for the kids this year, I guess.
I guess not.
All right, well, we have had several of these in. It looks like it's in pretty good shape from the front. The sides just have the little bit of weathering on the wood. The major thing on the back, you can tell it's got quite a bit of, I mean, it's functioning obviously, but it needs a little bit of cleaning work on the inside.
Sure.
And the back is missing.
Okay.
Based off of the stuff that we've been selling and how it's been going, I think we might be able to find something off of the internet maybe to finish that back off, but it will have a cost. If we can't sell it, we're going to have to drop the price to make it be able to sell.
Sure.
Can I ask you where you bought it?
Yes, I purchased it from an antique dealer in Chicago area.
Okay, and if you don't mind me asking, how much did you get into it at?
Oh, probably too much.
Probably too much. That happens sometimes. You know, in the past, people used to try to use these on their storefronts to actually gain money. They used to have a little flip panel that they would turn it into a candy machine and then flip it back to be, I mean, they were much smaller units. But the legality of these, you can't use them to actually get money. You can only use them for pure entertainment. So we buy these here just to be put out. We actually had a grandmother buy it for her kids to play whenever they come home for the holidays and stuff. It's kind of fun, yeah.
Interesting.
So you have to be a little careful how they're sold and what they're used for later on. But we definitely get a lot of these coming through.
Yeah. I hope you're interested in the item.
Yes. So I think probably based off of what we've had in the past come through, I'm probably going to need to be around $400 to really make this work here at the store. Is that something you would be interested in trying to?
If you would go 4 1/4, I won't have to carry it out.
All right, that sounds great. Let's do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds
thank
like
you.
a good deal.
Would you get him rung up, Amanda?
Absolutely.
Thank
Let's
you
go
so
this
much.
way.
Okay. Had a successful deal at the RAMZ'S store today. I was offered $425 for the nickel slot machine, and I'm real happy.
Coming up next on Ramsey's Hoosier Pawn.
Remember when we started Ramsey Exchange on Elmwood Avenue in 1988 with a little jewelry, coins, antiques, and collectibles?
Yes, and people had such needs for borrowing money, so we became the county's first licensed pawn shop so we could help.
Then we moved everything 20 years later to North Fairby Drive, doubling our space and renaming it RAMZ'S Emporium.
And we still care about people and their needs, giving as many loans as we can on items of value.
Get help from the caring people at RAMZ'S Emporium.
And you never know what's coming through the door next. Look at this.
I know, this all came in excluding one piece from one gentleman.
Oh,
brought everything from the little vest action that goes with the gun holster there. There's a little Hubley piece here and a Champ. There's also a Cody Colt.
Look at that.
There's actually a set over here that's done. This is actually genuine leather here, and it's just a kid's gun set, toy gun set. This one here is actually a paper. There'd be a little paper roll in there, and when you pulled the trigger, it would just snap the paper and make the sound.
It's a cap gun.
Well, essentially,
No.
but it was just paper. Some of these are cap guns, and they'll actually discharge a little mini explosion.
Right.
This was just snapping paper.
Really?
So there's all kinds of different ones.
And it made the same sound?
Yeah,
Oh my
not
gosh.
quite as loud probably, but
And no stink.
yes, probably. But it is really unusual that you get some of these toys that actually really have leather. They made them just the same as they would make them for adults, but just for kids. So we get a lot of this kind of Western-themed guns and really unusual items coming in.
You know what? I remember having a cowgirl outfit when I was a little girl, and I was the neighborhood cowgirl. The boys all came and asked me to come and play cowboys and Indians with them. I was the bomb.
Yeah, we just got a uniform in a while back that's a full cowboy outfit as well.
Awesome.
So those kind of items come in pretty regularly, and anybody that's interested in this kind of stuff, we have a nice selection right now.
I'm Jeff. I brought in today a National Homes truck to be sold, and I was hoping to get $500 out of it today.
Hello, how are you doing today?
Good.
Hi,
Good.
I'm Melanie.
I'm Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Nice to have you here.
Thanks
for coming in.
I think I know you. Your wife does our pickups from the postal office, right?
Yes.
All right,
Yep,
great.
Yep, correct.
Nice.
So we've got an item here.
What do you have here?
It's a National Homes truck. When they
Wow.
built
Cool.
the houses here, they
Oh, my
made you a
goodness.
National Homes truck, and the number matches your house. So they hand
there is a
painted
number on the
these.
side.
Yeah.
What's on this? Oh, it's there, right there.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I got the cigarette lighter to it too.
Well, looks like a Zippo.
Yep.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep, a Zippo.
Yep, we've had a couple of these in here recently. It's a little National Homes, and this is commemorating the 400th National Home that was built. And this was done in actually 71, and if I remember correctly, the lighter was actually manufactured in 71. So,
cool.
yeah, both.
And then this kind of tells a little bit about the National Homes and what they priced at back in the 50s and 60s.
I think I'd like to buy a house for $8,995.
Gosh.
That would
That's
be
three-bedroom
awesome.
ranch. Wow.
Wow.
You wouldn't get one like that today for that
No.
price.
Wow.
No, you wouldn't.
We've actually bought some coin collections that could have bought the house. So,
My
and-
husband actually had a coin collection. He saved long enough that we had a nice down payment for our first home.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
It was
That's how
awesome.
he put the down payment.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
well, I'm familiar with the lighter.
What are you wanting to do today? You wanting to sell or?
Yeah,
Trade,
I
get a
wouldn't
loan?
mind selling it if the price is right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind selling it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the lighter enough to at least make some information there, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I'm probably going to have to do a little checking. I've not seen the National Homes one before. I sort of have a general idea of a time frame. Did you know when it was manufactured, or at least have an idea?
I was thinking it's either 50s or 60s.
Yeah, and I would say I would agree with you there. It almost feels like, without doing checking, it almost feels like a Mark's toy, like kind of style, you know, the little play sets and stuff. It sort of feels like that kind of plastic, but I'll do some checking on it, see if I can find any emblems anywhere that would lead us to believe, you know, that it was manufactured by a certain company.
Right, okay.
And then it might give me some indication as to what it might be worth. So
Okay, cool.
I'll be back with some information, and we'll see if we can get something going for you.
Okay,
All right.
thanks.
All right. Did a little bit of research on this, and I guess first off, based off of what you paid for it, do you have any idea what you were thinking you wanted to get out of it?
Well, I was hoping around 500 for it.
500. Okay.
But that was including the cigarette lighter
the
with
lighter.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know more about the stuff than I do. I just thought
Sure.
it'd be, you know, it's a rare item, it's a local item, it'd be
Right.
a quick sell for
Right.
you. But you got to make money too, because
Right,
you guys are in
exactly.
the business to make money.
Right. There was very little stuff that I could find online. I did find one cab and trailer part that did not have National Homes on it. And it seems like some of them are coming out of Europe.
Okay.
And I believe it's made by the same company that does International Harvester. So you get some of those similar kind of trucks, I guess. Anyway, the one that I did see sell, it was a little bit less than what you're hoping to get out of it. It does have some local interest. It's hand painted, as you were saying. It does appear that each of the logos on the sides were done specifically to match not only a home in this case, but the company that it was portraying. So the other cab had something else completely on it, but they're all hand painted after the fact.
Right.
I don't think the manufacturers of the actual truck, the plastic truck, did that stuff. That was after the fact, and it was painted by somebody else. They did a very nice job, and it definitely connects to that local interest for us. Based off of the sale of the other one, I don't know how close we're going to get to what you were wanting. I saw a sailed one with a different logoing on there. It was about $150, but again, it doesn't have that local interest. So that was actually, we saw two that were listed, two that didn't have any kind of sale information at all. And then you had one that was logoed, and it was very similar condition. I think it's possible that this one here potentially could have been a little bit better on the seaming work. And so it's always going to come down to the condition of the item, and then of course that's going to bump it with a local interest. So I don't know with what I'm seeing online whether I'm going to quite match up with what you were needing to get out of that.
Let me ask a question. The guy that you got it from, did he have any feel for what you should try to be able to get out of it?
Well, he don't know because he's never seen one like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to, you know, connect with the guy in West Virginia, but this is a local item, so it's going to be
Yes.
a different kind
it
of
would be
sell.
And
worth
it was
a little
tough for
more
me
here.
just to find anything about it.
Right.
Of course, the lighter's a little different story.
Yeah, that's
We had one here that sold a little while back. It was about the $30 range.
Right.
So it's fairly, and it was a little better shape than this one. This one's actually a used one. It's got some little bit of wear on it, not too bad. But so. Would you want to sell them separately, or I mean, I think it sounds like we're going to be a little far off on, you know, unless you're interested in taking a little less on it.
Or do
Right.
you, if you want to trade for anything else in the store?
What would you be willing to offer on something like that?
Cash basis?
Yeah, cash basis or trade.
How about cash basis?
Cash. I think probably based off of what I'm seeing online, I probably, just because I mean, there is local interest, but I think based off of what I was seeing, I would almost have to be into it about $100 range or a little bit more on a trade basis. It's not giving a lot of allotment for the local interest, but I don't know that it's going to achieve that much. 'Cause I think the one that sold to a person from the local interest was in that, and it hit 150 there too. So, and then the lighter by itself, I think I would probably be, because of the condition is a little less, I probably would be about $15 on that.
Okay.
So, but this one here, I think I'd want to be about 100, and that would give me that leeway there. Or in-house trade, I would be a little stronger there.
Right. Yeah, I got a little more than that in it.
In it.
So,
yeah.
Actually, I got 200 in it.
Okay, so you're into it stronger than we're,
All right.
That's going to make it tough.
Yeah, so I don't want to let it go for...
No, I really appreciate, this is the first one I've seen with National Homes on it.
Right.
Ever, and as I said, it was really tough to track it down online. Just to even find one that that look like this without the national homes on it. So I can definitely appreciate that you've got more in it than we're
right. Willing to pay.
But we're always taking, we got to take that little chance there
Oh, yeah.
sometimes.
Of course.
So I've only got to base it off of the little knowledge I was able to find online on it. So
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Well, all
thank
right.
you
Well,
so
thanks.
much
I
for bringing
appreciate
it in.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And at least
you.
we know where there's one for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can,
yeah.
if we find
Yeah.
anybody that has an interest. we
Yeah, and
can
if we're able
help
to
you out
find
a
some
little
more
bit.
information out, maybe we'll give you a call.
Okay, that'll
All right.
work.
Are you interested in selling this today at the level, at the $15 level? Or are
I'd
you?
rather sell it all together.
Gotcha. Keep it together.
yeah.
Yep.
That's
And along with that, that was a
Yeah.
nice little piece
Yeah.
there too as an advertisement. Yeah.
cool.
Well, I really appreciate you coming in, and
All right,
thanks
well,
a lot
thank
for
you.
coming to Ramsey's.
Appreciate it.
Bye,
All right.
Jeff.
Well, I was hoping to get a little more out of it than what they offered me, but you know what? I'll probably be back in the future.
Coming up next on Ramsey's Hoosier Pawn. This is Randy Ramsey, and this is Ramsey's Emporium. He works here with his sons Corey and Chad. You never know what's coming through the door next.
A Native American transformation mask.
Authenticated Jim Brown and Walter Payton autographed football.
Government issue Colt 1909 .45 caliber.
If you're looking for one-of-a-kind items, go to Ramsey's on North Farabee Drive, Lafayette.
Hi, my name's Austin. Came into Ramsey's today. Got an item that belonged to my grandfather. He's got an autograph from Abraham Lincoln's granddaughter. I'm not too sure how much this could be worth, but just thought I'd stop into Ramsey's today and have them check it out for me.
Corey, in light of the recent movie about Abraham Lincoln, it's amazing the amount of Abraham Lincoln items that have been coming in. We've had literally hundreds of busts of Abraham Lincoln and books and pictures and autographs of family members and just an amazing amount of stuff that's been coming in. This family, the grandfather had collected anything that was Abraham Lincoln related. And so he ended up literally collecting just unimaginable amount. We had, I think, 6,000 postcards brought in that were all presidential related. And one occasion, there was albums that had coins in them, and got to looking at the coins, and they were gold coins about the presidents.
And the three other collections were silver.
Yeah,
We've
silver
got some of those
collections.
coming in as well.
Just it's been interesting. We've been kind of blown away with what to do with all of it, but it's interesting and amazing what's been coming in.
Yeah. I mean, they had the Lincoln movie. They also had the Lincoln the Vampire Hunter or whatever it was. They've had a lot of interest lately.
I even thought about contacting the theater to see if they want us to put a display on for them.
Yeah, right.
But,
well, if you're any kind of a collector at all, with the Lincoln stuff and all the other presidential stuff that's been coming in, you should definitely stop in.
you're not going to believe. Look who's here.
Oh, it's Austin. He's been bringing stuff, all kinds of stuff in for months.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, we feel like he's part of the family.
Yeah, we've seen him a lot here lately.
Yeah, I know
How are
you've
you
been
guys?
trying to empty
Doing
up
great.
your garage so that you can move out of state. And
Yep.
hopefully we're getting close to the bottom here.
We actually are.
Oh,
we
great.
are.
Hear it. What did you bring today?
Well, today I was looking through the first edition books. Kind of took you up on that offer, saying that I could, bring in some of the books that he had.
Right.
Found some had autographs and whatnot in it, and then I came across an envelope that had a letter in it. So I kind of stuffed that aside and went through some more books, and then went back to look at it. And what it is a letter that was written. Grandpa was trying to figure out if there were any known relatives still living, and turns out that there was, and he wrote a letter to her, and she sent her autograph to him, and apparently she never does that, and it's kind of a rule of hers that she doesn't send. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of an interesting piece. Just
So this is
thought
an
I'd show it off to you
autograph?
guys.
Of Mary Lincoln Beckwith.
It's
And
the
she's the last
great-granddaughter.
known relative of Lincoln.
Apparently, yep.
Why?
Yeah, she said that she normally wouldn't autograph for anyone, but because of this was a historic event, she would.
Right.
That's funny.
And then later I found this book that actually has her in the family tree. I just thought it was
nice.
kind of an interesting little piece that I,
is neat.
just happened to come across.
I'm not sure, since she's one of the distant family members, if she has significant value with her autograph, but I'm going to have Corey check the internet here and see if he can find out anything on her. I know we had bought previously some autographs by Todd Lincoln,
Right.
and obviously he was listed, but Corey, check and see what you can find out, and see if we can at least let you be aware. Are you thinking about selling it then, or?
I mean, if it is worth a bunch of money, then sure, why not? But
Okay.
if not, then I think it'd be a cool piece just to hold on to.
Absolutely.
It's a nice piece of history that I can keep aside and know that my grandpa has something cool.
Sure,
So,
sure. Yeah.
I'll do some checking.
I'll have Corey take a look here and see what we can find out.
Okay.
Were you able to find out anything?
Well, I did a lot of research. We also have that autograph book that talks about pricing and stuff, and she wasn't listed in there. I did a vast search on the internet in a lot of different spaces, and I found some spots where they showed her autograph, but I didn't really find out any indications as for pricing on what it would be worth.
I guess all I can do is use my gut feeling. Did you have a price in mind that you were hoping for?
Not really. I was just thought it was interesting. Thought I'd bring it by.
As far as the book goes itself, we have a lot of Civil War vintage books that are in that size and number of pages that we're selling in the $10 to $20 range. I'd probably offer 10 for the book. For the autograph, I don't surmise that it's going to bring the kind of money that an Abraham Lincoln autograph would, or even his son. So I would probably offer about $75 for the autograph plus 10 for the book. So that'd be about $85 if that's something that you'd want to consider.
I think that seems like a fair price. It is just a signature of one of his relatives, but I think at that price, I might as well just keep it aside. That could be something small of the collection that I keep. I've been bringing in some of the stuff that kind of holds me down.
Heavy stuff.
Well,
Keeping the light stuff.
We feel really bad now that we don't have anything about Abraham Lincoln. No, we can definitely understand that.
That's
And we have, I guess we have a few other items that you dropped off earlier that we're still going through, so we may find something in there that would be significant as well.
Right, cool.
I'm sure we'll be contacting you real soon on that stuff.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in again.
Thank you guys.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks again.
All right.
Well, the autograph didn't turn out to be worth too much, but that's understandable. It's only Lincoln's great-granddaughter. Still got other items that Ramsey's looking at, so hopefully I'll be able to find some more money there.
On next week's episode of Ramsey's Hoosier Pawn.
Okay, my name is Robert, and I brought in a Japanese World War II flag and a bayonet from the British Empire in late 1800s.
What are you, a princess today?
I'm a princess every day. What are you talking about?
What are you wearing that thing for?
It came in today and Dad said I could wear it.
What did you bring in today?
A golden spike from 5th Street. I think I found it in an old shed years ago.
How you doing today?
Doing fine, thank you.
What did you bring for us today?
Well, this is an 1886 Springfield rifle, Civil War era.
Look at this, Corey. Look, look, look.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were joking about that.
No, I told you I was a cowgirl. I had my little skirt and my little vest.